Hey traders, Akil Stokes here. Welcome back to another episode of the Trading Block. Now yesterday I promised you that I would deliver a video talking a little bit about position sizing and money management and the benefits of having a smooth equity curve. However, I'm going to push that video back a little bit, maybe tomorrow, Friday, or maybe early next week, because today I have a subject that is fresh on my mind. You see, today was a very frustrating day in the markets. Not so much trading wise. I didn't take any new trades today, so nothing frustrating on the trading front. But frustrating as a trading coach, because we had a lot of questions today in the live room. I don't want to say that they weren't really necessary, but questions that really got under my skin. And I want to say, first and foremost, this was a positive frustration, right? These questions were traders looking to learn. They were hungry for knowledge, which is always a good thing. So it wasn't like a trading troll coming in and making fun of someone or someone trying to use it as a signal service, right? Nothing like this. Positive frustration where traders were looking to learn. However, what got me a little riled up was they were looking to learn the wrong way. And this is something that is very common, right? There's a lot of information out there about trading. And one of the beautiful things about trading is that there's basically an unlimited way that you can become a successful trader. You know, there's unlimited amount of strategies, unlimited amount of techniques. Really, you take what you want from trading and make it yours. But no matter what strategy or technique you're going to use or what philosophy you follow, what's common is that there are foundational elements that you need to understand. And those foundational elements allow you to progress to the next level, right? It's no different from any other job, right? A mechanic, they just don't go straight into the garage and start working on someone's car, right? A doctor doesn't go straight into the operating room and start doing heart transplants. No, they learn the simple stuff first, the basic foundational elements of whatever that skill may be. And then later on, as they learn the specifics, as they learn more of the, I guess you can say experience stuff, advanced stuff, right? That's all based off those beginning foundational lessons that they learn. And we see this in trading, right? For example, we have a course called the Ultimate Trader Transformation course, right? That's our flagship trading program where we're teaching you everything we know about trading. And there's about 14 modules in there. I think maybe 15 now. I think we just added a few. But one of the modules is advanced pattern recognition, right? Advanced pattern formations. And this is a popular strategy and technique by a lot of traders, right? Not because they're simple, but more so because they're very structured, right? There are rules. There are very strict rules for trading these advanced pattern formations. And aside from the initial starting point, there's really no subjectivity to it. The only subjectivity that exists would be the initial starting point of the pattern formation, what we call the X to A leg, right? The initial impulse or anchor leg. And if you think about it, right? The initial impulse and anchor leg is the beginning of the move, the start of the move. It's a swing low to swing high, a swing high to swing low, right? Which is no different than the basics of reading a price chart, right? How does price action move? I shared with you a video the other day just showing you, right? Starting point, new structure high, outside return, new structure high, right? Those same concepts of just basically reading a price chart, the ebbs and flows of price action, right? That's the same thing or the same skill that you need to have in order to find the starting point of an advanced pattern formation. But the problem is traders always look for what's going to make them money the quickest. And in a few seconds, I'll share with you some video footage of me sharing my story about how I did the exact same things, right? So I'm not being hypocritical here. But you got to understand, you can't just jump right into trading pattern formations or you're going to be frustrated. You're going to have issues with identifying impulse legs or identifying outside returns, or should I draw a Fibonacci from here to here? Or should I do this? Should I do that? How do I measure stops, right? Because all of that stems off those foundational elements. So all I ask is, if you're a new trader, take the time to learn the basics first, right? Don't be in a rush to find that magic strategy. Don't be in a rush to make money. I know that goes against everything the internet is telling you, right? Everyone's saying make money fast. Well, I'm telling you the opposite. Don't be in a rush to make money. Be in a rush to learn the foundational elements. And once you master those foundational elements, I promise everything after that is going to be a lot easy, and your journey is going to be a lot quicker and a lot less expensive. So that's some quality advice for you. I want to finish this up by showing you or sharing with you some footage from my live trading room today where we kind of dug into the same topic of just being patient in the beginning, and I kind of share a few my story and a few of the frustrating moments that I went through as well. Potential cipher here, 129.76, maybe, if that's in the rules. Maybe that can be used as an entry reason into the potential trade, since you're looking for a potential shorting opportunity. Mark says, what characterizes an X to be a sore thumb or sore low? You want to look for your swing high to swing lows and your swing low to swing high. So again, it all comes down to being familiar with reading a price chart. And so many people want to jump to identifying pattern formations and identifying X to A legs. So I want to say this crystal clear. It's not just for you, Mark, it's for everyone, right? An X to A leg is the same thing, right? It's the same thing as your previous outside return to new structure high, your previous outside return to new structure low. It's the same thing. So when we go through the basics of reading a price chart, I just put out a free video on it on YouTube, right? We go over the basics of reading a price chart. Those are your X to A legs, right? So we talk about this all the time, right? Swing high to swing low, or swing low to swing high, outside return, right? This looks familiar, guys? Does this ring a bell at all? Yes? No? Yeah. Guess what this is? X to A. This is an X to A. Yep, so it's going to be the same thing. And that's why it's so important that you master, or at least familiarize yourself, I guess you should master it, with the basics of reading a price chart before worrying about pattern recognition. Because it's going to make, trust me, it's going to make your life so much easier. Take it from someone who went in and tried to be a pattern trader. Shoot, I tried to be a trend continuation trader without knowing how to read a trend. That's how bad it was for me. So take it from someone who tried to do it backwards, right? If you focus and spend the time on just learning how to read a price chart, those basic elements of swing high to swing low principles, new structure low, new structure high principles, once you master that, X to A legs, they're gonna pop out to you. They're gonna jump out your computer and smack you in the face. Trust me. Trust me. It's gonna make your life so much easier. Now, unfortunately, reading a price chart isn't the sexy part of trading, right? We all want to go for what's going to make us money. And we see an advanced pattern formation as a way to make us money, a way to put some skin in the game and start playing, right? Excuse me. We don't see scrolling through a price chart and identifying new structure highs and new structure lows as a way of making money. It's just work. It's like, man, I'm doing all this work. There's no payoff. Now, there's a massive payoff down the road because you're building the foundation to a solid trading future. But we live in the world of what? Instant gratification, right? Am I right? We live in the world of instant gratification. How many of you guys would go work a job if I told you weren't going to get paid? If I say, hey, Kev, I want you to go to this auto shop, start working on cars, right? Start with the most simplest task in the world. I'm not going to pay you, but I want you to do it. How many of you guys are doing that job? Probably not many, right? Because we think so short-sighted. There's no instant payoff. However, let's say Kev does go to that job. He goes in, maybe he spends a year working there for free. What is Kev doing during that year? He's fine-tuning his skills. He's learning a skill. And then he's fine-tuning it. And let's say Kev gets to the point where after a year where he has mastered everything he needs to know about being a mechanic. Guess what Kev can now do? He can now go out, open his own shop, hire his own staff if he wants, and start his own business. Now, when Kev goes on to be very, very successful in that new business, people are going to look at him and say, man, Kev, you're an overnight success. You just opened up your shop and everything's going great. How'd you do it? Kev knows how he did it. He spent a year in the trenches, grinding, learning, doing all the dirty work that didn't give him any type of instant gratification because he knew that he was working towards something better. He knew this was a big picture goal, was a marathon. And a little sacrifice in year one was going to pay off time over and time over and time over for potentially the rest of his life, for as long as he wanted to do it. Shoot, the next life. Generational wealth, pass it down to his kids, teach them the skill. Now they have a business they can run. Trading is no different. We're in such a rush to make money. And I told you, I did the same thing. So I'm not a hypocrite. I did the same thing. That's why I got into Forex. I wanted to make a lot of money really quick. That's what everyone was telling me. Everyone on the internet was telling me that. They said I can take this $500 and turn it into $1 million. Shoot, I like that. I'm a confident person. If this guy can do it, I can too. But eventually you realize it's not that easy. And it's kind of stupid if you look back on it, because if it was that easy, everyone would be doing it. And for me, I tried the route where I rushed everything over and over again, and it never paid off. It wasn't until I almost quit on my trading dream, where I basically lost all confidence in myself and figured that I was going to go broke before I became a successful trader. That's where it got to. I literally gave up and said, you know what? I had quit my job, so I had a certain amount of money put aside that I can use or lose, I guess. I didn't plan on losing it at the time, but I had a certain amount of money put to the side for me to survive off of. And that money was drying up because my trading wasn't making profit. And it got to the point where I said, you know what? Well, I've got about 6 months left maybe before I've got to go back to my regular jobs, because this money's going to dry up and I stink. This trading isn't as easy as I thought it would be. And I said, you know what, Akil? Let's just focus on the process. Forget about the money. That dream's done. You're not going to make it. Let's just try to trade the right way. And I went back to the basics. Didn't worry about executing orders. Didn't worry about catching trades. Just wanted to learn about the market. Because the whole time, I love money. I wanted to make a lot of money. But I do have a passion for the markets. I like the game. And I said, hey, let's just try to learn the game. And an amazing thing happened. Started getting good. The systems and the strategy that I was losing money on before started getting easier to recognize once I built that foundation for myself. I was trading bad after I found Stapleton. When I first started working with Jason, I did the same dumb things. I said, okay, well, he's got these strategies that make money. Let's just hop straight to the strategies. Yeah, so I made a lot of dumb mistakes. I wasted my education with him. That's one of the reasons that when you take stuff like the transformation course, you have that content for life, right? Because most people, I would argue, most people don't get what they're supposed to get from it the first time through. Most people probably go through it the first time looking for answers instead of worry about learning. And then what happens is they go through it, they rush through it, I shouldn't say most, but at least, this is what I did with it. And there's a fair amount of people that do it. They rushed through it. They realized they didn't really learn anything because they were just kind of looking for the answers. What's going to make me money? They struggle with trading. And then once they get desperate enough, right? Once there's enough pain, because that's typically when we tend to break habits and make decisions, when the pain gets uncomfortable enough, then they go back and they really focus on it with a different mindset. A mindset of, hey, I want to learn. An urgent mindset of, let's do this the right way because last time it didn't work. And then that's when you start seeing the payoff. That's where, you get emails from people saying, hey, took the course a year ago, just took it again this summer. Dude, did you change something? Is it completely different? I don't remember this from before. And it's the same content. They're just looking at it in a different light and using it the way it's supposed to be used. And then you start seeing turnaround stories and success stories. But you got to invest that time of making nothing. You got to invest that time of just learning and not making money. And that starts with the basics. And that's the best advice I can give you guys. That is the best advice I can give you guys in your trading journey. Take it from someone who's been through it multiple times. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, please hit the share button, hit the like button. And if you're new, subscribe. If you're new to this channel, this is what you're going to get here. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be like those other channels on the internet where I'm telling you trading is easy, trading is simple. You'll pick it up in a week or two and make more money than you can ever imagine. That's just not the truth. The truth is trading is hard. Trading is a grind. Most people don't make it. And that's not saying most people don't make it because trading is so hard, but it's saying that most people don't make it simply because they're not dedicated enough, they're not willing to sacrifice, and honestly, they're just not cut out to deal with the daily grind that is trading and the daily grind that is continuing to educate yourself so that you don't fall behind the markets. So if you have that mindset, this is the channel for you. Make sure you go back and watch a few of my other videos. My message has been consistent throughout, and I hope to see you guys in the future for more episodes of the trading blog and just more random trading videos that I put up. All right, take care, guys. All right, traders, so I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please show us by hitting that like button and subscribing by clicking the button right below. If you're looking for more educational content, feel free to head over to our TradingPower.com website, or also take a look and you'll see more videos available for you. Have a good one.